During her weekly press conference this past Thursday, Nancy Pelosi addressed Marjorie Taylor Greene's basically accosting of Democratic Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez in the halls of Congress, and then, of course, also on Thursday on Twitter, where she attacked her intellect. She attacked her personally, saying that she supports terrorists, even though Taylor Greene was the one who supported the insurrectionists, actual terrorists. So anyway, Pelosi addresses this issue. AOC, by the way, before I even get to what Pelosi said, I'm sorry. AOC handled it with dignity. She did call for the Capitol Police to do something. She has called for Greene to be expelled. And then, of course, she got a shot into saying, this is, I was a bartender. These are the kinds of people I used to throw out of the bar all the time. But anyway, Pelosi, finally getting to that, I'm sorry. She says at her little weekly press briefing that, maybe this warrants an ethics complaint. And any ethics complaint is then followed up by an ethics investigation. So kind of tiptoeing around it a little bit. I mean, she did say this. Let me just read it so I don't put words in her mouth. This is beneath the dignity of a person serving in the Congress of the United States and is a cause for trauma and fear among members, especially on the heels of an insurrection on which the minority in the committee yesterday denied ever happened. But it could be that this would rise to the level of an ethics complaint. So it's like, cool, great statement. And they're like, maybe somebody files a complaint. Who knows? I don't know. This should be an ethics complaint. It should absolutely be an ethics investigation. But Marjorie Taylor Greene is a danger. Not just a danger to her fellow members of Congress, most specifically, obviously, a danger to AOC, a woman who she has apparently just had it out for since the first day she stepped into Congress. Like, Marjorie Taylor Greene has an unhealthy, obsession with AOC. Like, she's Voldemort to AOC's Harry Potter. Like, she just wants to get her, and it makes no sense. But either way, that's Marjorie Taylor Greene's, hill that she chooses, and it's psychotic. And she needs to be held accountable for her actions here. We cannot let Congress continue to just devolve into this, or else we're going to have another caning of Charles Sumner incident on the floor. All right, let's not, however, pretend, and I bring up the Charles Sumner thing because let's not pretend like Congress hasn't been crazy stupid in the past, right? I mean, Charles Sumner literally got almost beaten to death with a cane on the Senate floor. So, yeah, horrible things have happened in the past that would warrant extra protection. And Marjorie Taylor Greene, I'm assuming she probably doesn't even know about that story. She doesn't seem to know very much about anything at all. But she's a threat. She is a threat. And if we ever want to hope to restore any kind of integrity or dignity to Congress, people like her have to go. And I know that the Democrats do not have the votes to expel her. So a vote on expulsion would be merely, theater, really. It's up to the people in Georgia. And Taylor Greene ran unopposed. So literally put an opponent up against her and see what happens. And she ran unopposed. That kind of sounds like a failure of the Democratic Party, right? There was no Democratic challenger. There was nobody else on the ballot. You can't really blame that on them. They put up a crazy person, and the crazy person won because nobody ran against the crazy person. Sure, it's a deep red district. But when she comes up for re-election, people will have had 2 years to see how psychotic she behaves in Congress. Maybe the Democrats need to get on that one first. See if there's something they can do, some way they can convince those voters that this woman is unhinged and unfit. And an ethics investigation, if they conduct one, I think it needs to go a little further than that, probably include a psychological evaluation as well. That's what this woman needs. Because there, in my opinion, is absolutely something wrong with her, as evidenced by her behavior, not just this week, but over the last few years. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.